Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Mamluks campaign. With me, your host, Luckymarine, in EU4, of course. It might look a little bit different to how we signed off in the last episode, because I peaced out with Lithuania, and suddenly my game was no more. So, what are we doing? I'm fighting Lithuania for stuff, I think. I think I'd gone for a humiliate. War reps, and then I wanted land off them. Like this sort of land. And maybe that. No, not far away from that. We are on 2 forts that we took before he took this. So we'll see how that plays out this time. Hopefully the same. I want things to be different. He's in the positives, as are we. However, what's the chance of him taking it on 7%, apart from 7%, I suppose? Do we risk it? We do risk it. We risk it, and we win. So those 2 forts that fell there gave us enough for that. Bohemia, Brandenburg and Austria all a little bit mad with us, but I don't care. Could I in fact get a little bit more? I could. Could indeed. And another fort, just so that we never have to face it ever again. Yeah, let's go for that. The humiliate will be nice. The war reparations, neither here nor there, but they'll be alright. Overextension of 73. Can we eat 73? We can indeed. Aspiration for liberty is going up at the same rate as revolution. So at some point, when is it? What point? 1st of August 1754. I need to deal with that. I'd also like to, before we end up with a load of overextension, grab this stability and grab another one. And let's piece out this wall then. Need that. There we go. Done. And a conversion. Excellent. Now the reason why I got stability before we got a load of overextension is because here, overextension, it hasn't ticked over yet, so it hasn't calculated how much we've got, but it will definitely be more than just at 2.8%. We'll have another little look at that in a bit. Reduce overextension, that's going to happen anyway. Diplo rep will be nice. I have a plan. I have a plan for getting out of aspiration for liberty. It's a cunning plan. Trust me. It'll work. I hope it works. It better fucking work. Nope. And Lowell. Away you go. What do we get for Defender of the Faith? I know our tech cost goes up. Prestige. Yeah, prestige would be nice. Anyway, onward. Let's get you back. Let's get you back to our own lands. Who's mad? They're not really mad. Yeah, a little bit mad, I suppose. Persia, how's our truce with you? Oh, I wanted to go down to Belmanis, didn't I? No, I didn't. I wanted to take out Congo. Not done plans. Right, we'll probably leave it a month or so, just to try and get through some of these. I go from there. Oh, we have all the loans, of course. Can we build stuff? We can indeed. Right. Let's build you up to 40. Let's build you down to the 30s. And you down to the 30s as well. Stock exchange. Is there anything that I need building? It's all done there, pretty much all done there. This is a start node. There's, I'd say there's no real reason for it here. Go on then, we have the money for it. Might as well do it there. Are you? Center of trade. Center of trade. Okay. That makes sense then. Grab some more power there. Also, when we get up here. Do you have one? You do. Stock exchange. Stock exchange. And you're also building a counting house. How about you? Right, let's bump up our power in the Persian node. Just for later on. Homos, do you have one? You do. And you do. And that will do, I think. What is this? Regimental camp. No, don't need it. You have a stock exchange? Yup. What about you? Yep. You have a stock exchange in Pest? I believe we do, yep. Alright. Anyway, onwards. Onwards and upwards. TBARW. The old Portuguese capital? Or the new Portugal's capital? Was it TBARW? No, it wasn't. They went to Evora. And we can invest in another idea. I don't think I want exploration ideas. We'll have no need of them. I only needed to be able to dump stability. I no longer need to dump it. We'll see. I don't think I'm probably going to end up just cancelling, abandoning this. Might even go for trade ideas. Might even go for trade ideas. You never know. Depends how much debt we end up in. Millions of debt. Trading in slaves happened to us, which is unfortunate, but that'll sort itself out. So next fight. Persian 55, we should hit Britain again. That's what we need to eat into Austria. France won't... How are you friends? French opinion about Great Britain minus 200. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, so we'll line up on Great Britain. Got a decent stack over here. Ish, sort of. What Miltech are you? 26. To our 27. Let's not have 96 troops in one province, thank you very much. Siege stack into Vienne. You spread yourself out. One to support and one in Somogy. We'll chuck all of you in Pest and sort out who has the siege leader for... Which fort would it be? Is there any forts? Nope, just the capital. Really? Alright. Okay. Well, do you have anything that we can take from you that will give us trade power? What is your highest trade power province? One of these two. Lienz or Ostmark. Might just take these two, if we can. I say if we can, we most certainly will be able to. It's just a case of how much that's going to fuck off everybody here, especially with them not being co-belligerent. But it's a way of just nibbling a little bit of Austria, making them just that little bit smaller. Do we do it? Do we do that? Or do we just... No. France will come in on that. Gallery, Flanders, Saxony, Pomerania. Pomerania, Saxony. Gallery. Hamburg. I think we just do this. Alright, different plan. We'll fire ourselves into Bohemia. Get in a situation where he won't go and defend his minions. And then we'll go on another rampage through the HRE. We have loans. Yeah, I know we have loans. Have you just randomly popped out? Yeah, but you're instantly allied or guaranteed, maybe. Guaranteed? Yeah, guaranteed. By Persia. Nope. Yeah, guaranteed. Right, so. Bohemia, where's your forts? Ratibor, Poznan. Ratibor, Poznan. You up towards Poznan. You supporting stack. You can be the siege stack for Ratibor. I think that's a border, so let's swap you around. And you two can support. Fully maintained. Fully maintained, yep. Alright, wait for a few of these goals to go in. A couple of them. And then we'll go on that, I think. Good. Okay. Let's go. Should also be... Yeah, come back from Lithuania. Let's start on Bohemia. Just to try to get through his forts that little bit quicker. And how are we in terms of rebels? We're alright. We could probably go to... low maintenance. Make money whilst we've got 10 loans. Making money whilst we've got 10 loans. 10? Anyway, do we need all of these forts? I don't think we do, but yeah, we'll keep them. We'll keep them around, especially in Europe. That'll do. On you go. Actually, do we pick up any over here? No. Oh, I still need to get into Congo. But the overextension is going to be a bitch. I just feed it to a state. Feed it to a client state or a vassal or something. Good, good, good. How much is that freed up? Not enough, not really. We'll at least get to halfway. And then we'll... there we go. Mamluki in Mexico. And then we'll strike Marmaduke in Mexico. Sweet. And we need to feed him 3 cities. We will do. We will do. Actually, what did he pop out with? Expansion ideas. He might make those cities himself. He's more than capable of making his own cities. May even subsidise him. Coptic colonies. Yeah, let's subsidise him a little bit. To the tune of about 5 ducats. Where's it? Where's it gone? Give subsidies. Having a debt bigger than 2 years of income. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting and bullshit. Okay, getting the imperialism CB against R. Yeah, right. Cheers, game. Good. Next. Coptic. More. Go. Let's have a look where the Copticness spreads. Oh, the Copticness has spread to lots of places. Lots of places. I think if the Middle East was Coptic, we'd have a lot less problems. Truce with Mali has expired, and that is pretty much halfway done. Oh, you little shit. If you're fighting over that, it means you're not going to fight Bohemia, are you? No, you would. Angaria wouldn't join this time. Alright, let's go. August 54. Remember the date. Please remember the date, because I won't. I need to. Why are you at war with TBARW? Colonial war. TBARW, they'll bring in Brunei. Now, Brunei is no slouch. They'll have decent tech. 26, only 1 below. But also, Brunei usually builds a load of good ships. They are no pushover by any stretch of the imagination. Brunei, a decent amount of force limit for what they have. Navies. Yeah, 10 heavies, 14 lights. If France isn't careful, they'll get the transport fleet utterly wiped out over here. between Brunei and TBARW. Yeah. Still, we'll see how they get on. We'll see how they get on. And bear in mind that 20 of those heavies that are in that list on France's side are ours. He has 32 heavies. They have 23 between them. And my ships aren't going to get involved. It'll be interesting to see if you can pull that off. Truce with Brabant has ended. Can I add a rival while stop war? So how could we humiliate? Yeah, Lithuania. Yeah. Might just go for the humiliate against Bohemia. Humiliate war reps, all his money. Not actually take land. And save the taking of land to over here, where we can get rid of 1 province minor Alsace, 1 province minor Trier, 1 province minor Ansbach, and Nuremberg, and Ulm. 5 countries, 5 princes out of the HRE. just eliminated, so that aggressive expansion here isn't gonna piss off everyone. Well, it will piss off everyone, but there's gonna be less people to join the coalition. Ooh, there's so many opportunities to do so much good stuff. Good. Next. Bohemia, 27. We're on 27. Kievan separatists are up to 90. Kiev. They're over here somewhere. Bells. That's only because we're converting them. We're right here. We can squish them if needs be. Oh, and August. Need to remember that. I'll let it go to June. I want these rebel swap. I want to get to June. And then we'll get fired into Bohemia. Go. Here we go. So, aspiration for liberty. It's nearly a thing. How do you get rid of it? Well, how do you get rid of this? Because this will take precedent over this. You go here, and you go to constitutional monarchy. Yeah. Lowers our absolutism, our maximum absolutism, down to 78, which is horrific. However, gone. No debate in Parliament. Should we start a debate? No, we can't. I don't think I even want... Additional seats will be assigned automatically. I think I'm alright with that. I'm not too enamoured with the whole constitutional monarchy thing, because we are going to flip very soon. In fact, is there any need to be getting embroiled in a war? I don't think there is. I think there's need to get embroiled in a war if we're about to fire off an event. Gain 1 base production. Yeah, gone. Legitimacy took a hit, but that will tick up. Prestige is ticking up aggressively, which is nice. We have the policy that gives us national unrest of -1. Can we get anything else? Not really. Not anything that will help us. And once we've reduced our overextension, our diplo... Sure, it said 2. Sure, it was meant to say 2, but it doesn't. We'll get diplo, which will be fine, I suppose. You just got out of a war with Russia. Why do you have black flag troops here? No one knows. New disaster. Revolution. Revolution and only revolution. And it's taken up by 2. Oh, 1. Oh, because we dropped our absolutism. Thankfully, we did court and country, which raised this. Somewhere. It'll be on there somewhere. Is it not? Yeah, crush local power, +20. Had we not got this, we wouldn't have a max of 77 absolutism, which means that that little trick would not have worked. Took a little bit of digging to find that. Took a little bit of digging. That's all our cores, which means we should be stable as balls. for when this fires. And then we'll just eliminate... Ooh. And then we'll just we'll turn off all our forts. And we'll allow the rebels to get all the way to our capital. Colonist crew. No, give me something better. Although we do have a colonist, we should probably use him. I mean, if we're not going to take the ideas... No, get rid of it. What do we take in its stead? I don't know. I'm gonna go trade ideas actually. Why not? Badabar indeed. Why the hell not? Waiting for tech? Not really. Global trade power will help a smidgen. 36 at the moment. Now 56. 151 jumps to... whenever you want. 161. Not bad. And trading in slaves happened to us. It shouldn't happen to us, because I'm fairly certain we stopped that practice. How are we getting on here? Yeah, I'd like to eat into here, if only to stop this leaving the Ragusa node. Have more seats been added yet? Nope, still just Coachella. Ooh. Which one do we choose? Gain all the ducats and a national tax modifier. Yearly inflation reduction would be nice, interest per annum would be nice. Especially with 10 loans. And we'll pass it straight away because we only have one seat. Go on then. Lose 40 admin power. Go on then, done. We'll make sure of it before any more seats get added. Yearly inflation reduction plus a little bit, plus interest per annum comes down by 1. Which helps, especially having 10 loans. And when do you fire? 1st of April. It's going to be the best April Fools ever. Oh, and it's bonfire night at the moment, so if you can hear explosions in the background, it's I'm not streaming this from Beirut. Oh no, that conflict was a long time ago. You youngsters won't know that. Oh, you probably might. You will do, but alright, I'm not streaming it from Afghan. It's just Carlisle and celebrating the day for the only honourable person to ever enter Parliament with honourable intentions. Was hung, drawn and quartered, Mr. Fawkes. Even though he wasn't the ringleader, it is still known as Guy Fawkes Light, just because it was easier to remember for the plebs, probably. Pomerania. How many more states can we make? Why can we suddenly make more states? We haven't popped up in admin tech or anything like that. And it wasn't a part of the ideas that I've just taken. Why can we suddenly make more states? Why can we make 2 more states? Is that part of being a constitutional monarchy? Let's have a little check there. I don't know. Maybe. Well, let's make you something. Who's going to bring in the most for us? East Prussia and Pomerania. Yeah. Do we own the entire... Oh no, we wanted gold provinces, didn't we? Alright, you. Toledo. I know that we don't all own all of you, however, you do have a gold province. That has now dropped to 64 autonomy. Then you're to a proper core. That'll gradually tick away. Now we have a gold province here. So let's turn you into... No, let's check first. 75 autonomy is bringing in a 79th of a ducat. Turn into a state. Now to 19, which is bringing in 2.56. Someone more smarter than me can figure out what percentage change that was. Turn you into a proper big boy core. We may even do a little bit of development in our gold provinces. Oh well, who are you at war with? Defending against British West Indies and the British West Indies for independence. Love it. Does that mean you've got involved in it as well? You have? Excellent. Attacker against Britain. So you supported their independence. That is brilliant. If I wasn't on the verge of going revolutionary, I'd take advantage of this somehow. However, I'd like a few more ticks back of manpower. I'd like to be stable as balls when the revolutionaries fire. And we're making money with 10 loans. What's the size of our loan now? 3,800, and we got them when they were 3,700. Right. Of course, with our absolutism coming down, instead of it going up by 2 per month, it now only goes up by 1 per month. That was the drawback for going constitutional monarchy. I mean, it was unfortunate, but it stopped the aspiration for liberty. Now, the way you, the way you really should go about that is by not embracing the Enlightenment. If you don't embrace this, inspiration for aspirations for liberty isn't a thing. Good. Here we go. Let's start repaying these loans now, then. Okay. 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 So where are you? Very close. Very, very close. You're not on. Dire times are indeed ahead of us. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where I'm going to leave it for today. We have a 36 stack of 38 stack, sorry, of Mamlukian revolutionaries right here that only have to make it to our capital, to take our capital, and then flip us to revolutionary Mamluks. If it gets to the point where they've taken enough provinces that they enforce their demands, however, and overthrow the government, we don't become revolutionary. We become a constitutional republic or something stupid like that, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. So how does this stop? Stability at least 1. Let's at least invest in that. Make ourselves a little bit more stable. Discontent, so that's been there for a while now actually. Russia did that. That'll burn itself off after a while. When will that burn off? It's in here somewhere, isn't it? Discontent. Oh yeah, so next year that burns off. So that comes down by 2. War exhaustion, yeah, that'll come down. So we'll be in a revolution, and it'll just be +2, pretty much. +2 and rest. Not bad. Not bad at all. Might as well poke them with conversions whilst they're already down. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we leave it for today. Indeed, today. We just have to wait off and wait for all these to do their job. I don't really want to be investing manpower and armies into wars and fights at the risk of the enemy sweeping through our lands and getting rid of our revolutionary Mamluks. We need to keep them safe. So that means turning forts off and not going to war really. Could be boring, but once we flip and we get a cool flag, it'll all be worth it. Until then, do take care.